So after this video, if you like what you see, there's an affiliate link for you to get 70% off of power listing. It is either going to be in the description or somewhere on this video, a button you can click, but go ahead and click on it and you can go ahead and get a 70% off discount with no risk. And here, let's get into the video. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Sell Rank Win podcast. I'm your host, Tommy Berenger. And in today's episode, I'm going to go over how to create an Amazon listing within minutes, fully optimized with our AI-powered listing writer called Power Listing. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in. My screen is shared here, as you guys can see. And what Power Listing is basically we do the keyword research for you. And then we take those keywords and then we write your Amazon listing for you. And it is keyword rich, fully optimized listings that you're going to get at the end of these steps here. And it's very simple to do. And I'm going to go ahead and show you right now how to do it. So here I am in Power Listing. And then to get to this page, once you're in your account, so once you have an account, you're going to come in here, click new, and then you're going to get to here. And what you want to do is just start off a new listing. So I'm going to do bamboo cooking spoons. And we have data for every single, or all of these Amazon marketplaces here that you see. So if you're getting if you need to write something in Mexico, we will write it from the keywords that are being searched in the Mexico marketplace, Italy, Spain, and so forth. So then you just click next. And then what is the name, the brand name? Just put brand name for I'm just going to put brand name, no brand right now, but you put your brand name, of course. What type of product is it? So you want to put your focus keywords here. So bamboo cooking spoons. And this is going to help our AI find out to go ahead and fetch some keywords that are in this keyword market for bamboo cooking spoons. Use the highest volume keywords and the highest relevant keywords to your listing. And that's what this is doing here. So you want to be very relevant to what you're selling. And go next. When you want to plug in your ASIN, I'm pulling in someone else's ASIN. It's just a cooking spoon off of Amazon that I found. So I put in the ASIN there. You would put your ASIN in. And if it's a brand new product and you haven't launched it, you can use your closest competitor's ASIN here. Go next. And then now what this is doing in step 5 is finding these similar products. What are the products that are most relevant to your product? And we do this by finding out what are the products, the other ASINs that you share the most page 1 keywords with, the biggest overlap. So that's going to be show a gauge of relevance there. So whatever the ASIN is you plugged in number 4, we're going to go ahead and find the keywords that keyword is ranking for in page 1 with the other competitors. So what are the most common keywords? What are the competitors that you're ranking on page 1 for the most common keywords? And that's these here. So let's just go ahead. You want to select 6 for our AI. I'm just going to come, down here and just pick a few. Let's do, let's see, let's go bamboo. Just keep it more specific, bamboo. You don't want to pick teak wood, obviously, if you're selling something bamboo. And let's see, are there any more bamboo? And if you don't see enough, if you don't finally get 6, because it won't let you go to the next step until you pick 6 products, then just go ahead and type in a keyword here, click search, and it'll give you a whole list of new ones. So I'm just for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to select a few here that have bamboo, but obviously this isn't going to be relevant to this one because this is a single spoon and this is a set. I know that, but I'm just doing this for the purpose of the video here to move on. And obviously you would know best, you would know your competitors best. And if you have a list of your own competitors, you can just manually enter that list right here. Just click on here. You can manually enter those ASINs in. Let's see that one, it's bamboo there. And okay, we got 7 out of 10. Try to get as close as you can to 10, at least 6. And like I said, if you don't enter 6 in here in this step, it will not let you go to the next step. So this will be grayed out. So let's just go to the next step. And then here you add in your 3 to 5 main features of your product. So just a few words, you don't have to type your entire bullet. So what I'm doing for the purpose of this video, just I'm going to copy and paste from this ASIN that I found. Don't do that. So let me get back over here. Sorry. So for time purposes, I'm going to do this and plug this in here. So you would know your product best and what your main features are. So just like the first part of that bullet point is what I'm using here. And you can do the same. And again, so if you guys don't know, which you may not, is we filter for restricted keywords. So any keywords that you can get taken down, that your listing can get taken down from, like lots of pesticides claims happening, right? Or if you're making a health claim, you know, Amazon, those are those no keywords that Amazon doesn't want you talking about. So like, for example, one of my listings got taken down for pesticides claims. So I had to remove those keywords. So I didn't know that before, but what Power Listing does is it filters out all of those restricted keywords. So if you add a restricted keyword in here, like maybe pesticides or eco-friendly, something like that, then you may not get back the best bullet for that bullet. So because we're not going to go ahead and surface those keywords for that restricted keyword. And again, Amazon is always putting out new restricted keywords. So we ask you guys, if you do find a keyword that we spit back out in our AI that is actually a restricted keyword that you know of, please tell us so we can add it to the list of restricted keywords so we can go ahead and filter for that. So after you have these 3 to 5 main features for your product, just click next. And then this is step 7. It's negative keywords. I love this step because now you're refining for our AI a lot better. So you're basically, this is what you're telling our AI, hey, we don't want these keywords in our listing. So you can add known restricted keywords in here. You can add your own or brands or any other attributes. So for example, let's see here. Apartment, maybe that might be useful. So this is a brand. I'm going to filter that one out. I'm going to click that. Let's see here. These all look pretty relevant. So yeah, for example, say I know there's teak wood, so I want to take out teak. Maybe another brand, KitchenAid. So you know, you get the picture here. And if you have a list of negative keywords that you have from your Amazon ad campaigns, go ahead and take those and put them in here. And that would behoove you guys to make sure the listing is the best that it can be. After you have your negative keywords selected, click next, and then just select the tone. So I'm going to go friendly, click next. It doesn't matter which one, it's just going to write it in a different way. All of the optimization, it'll still be fully optimized no matter what tone you choose. Then click, just make sure all this information is correct first. All right, looks good. Then let's go. And then roughly 2 minutes later, you'll have 5 options, fully written listings from top to bottom. And what we do is we don't say to go ahead and copy and paste these parts right in, because you're going to have to probably edit to your brand's voice. And maybe there's some attributes that don't make sense in there. So this one, when you land on this page, you don't have to wait here. You can go to your dashboard and just wait for it and refresh until you get it. So this is the listing I just created, and you can just refresh until it's good to go. But I'd say in about a minute or 2, this will be finished. But I've already done one, so I'm just going to come into this one. Kind of like those cooking shows, right? See someone make it, and then all of a sudden they come out with the ready-made one. So here we let you guys know that we get these listings about 80% complete, and then you just go ahead and finish up the last roughly 20% to make it perfect. And what these will not be in here. Sorry about that. So this is your workspace. Nothing will be in here at the moment. Or I mean, when you get in here. All right. So here we are at a completed listing. And like I was saying, is that say there's something that doesn't look right. It's not going to be exact. You can't expect this to be 100% ready to go copy and paste. What we're doing here is saving you a lot of time and a lot of worry about optimization and SEO. So you don't have to worry about that. We did all the keyword research for you already. These listings are good to go as far as keyword, as far as for SEO and getting those eyeballs and that traffic to your listing. Now, all you have to really worry about is changing some of the attributes, and you should be golden from there. So, for example, say this wasn't a 6-piece set, or say that your product is not a 6-piece set. Well, first you want to copy to the work area. So just click there to copy to the work area, and then say it's a 10-piece set. So just change that to 10, and and say there's something else you wanted to add in, but we tell you what are the frequently used keywords right down here. So these are the high value, like SEO booster keywords that are going to make sure your listing is tip top. So as soon as you copy it over, almost all of these get crossed off. And then maybe there's a couple here that you want to add, like for example, tools, like maybe 100 doesn't make sense. So you're not going to use 100. Maybe you want to put in PCS because that is an abbreviation for pieces, right? Or tools. So if you wanted to do that, just go ahead, make it make sense as you add it in. But as you type that in, it shows you that that's crossed off, ready to go. And then the parentheses is how many times have you used it in the listing. We recommend you only use it in the listing once because the title is valuable real estate, because it is the heaviest weighted part of the Amazon A9 algorithm. So you want to make sure that you're not doubling up keywords in there. So we don't recommend, putting in extra keywords there that are already been used. And there you can see tools. It shows you that it's used 3 times. So I'll come back like, oops, I've already used tools 3 times. So maybe let's put in PCS instead. So you get the picture there. So coming down here, you can do the same for bullets. And let me take a step back. So what we do is we give you 5 different options. So here's option 1 with the title, bullets, description, and backend terms. And then the same thing for option 2, option 3, option 4, option 5. So you can take the title from option 1, the bullets from option 2, the description from option 3, and the backend search terms for option 4 if you like. And you'll always have this. So if you even wanted to update your listing, maybe in a couple of months, you could come back to this and test this as well. Although searches do change, quarterly sometimes. So maybe you would want to rerun the listing, but it's still good to just come back here and look at the other options as well, since you'll have it saved. So, and we also surface the total search volume for the entire listing, how many keywords found in the entire listing. So the highest amount of search volume and the highest amount of keywords found will be in option 1. Then kind of going down, option 2 will be a little bit less, option 3, option 4, as you can see, less search volume, 13 million, and then option 5. And then also we do that for each listing section. So for the title, this has roughly 2.7 million in search volume. We show you the character count. All of this is based on Amazon's TOS and Amazon's recommendations. So you can have the peace of mind that when you copy and paste this into your Seller Central account, you're not going to be violating any of Amazon's TOS. And then coming down here, bullets, same thing, and the character count, description, the amount of search volume, and then the backend terms. And the backend terms we cap at 250 bytes because we know that if you go over those 250 bytes in the backend terms in your Seller Central account, none of those keywords will be indexed. Amazon won't index them because they're over 250. So we cap that for you. Here, let me just go ahead and copy everything over to the workspace. So I'm just going to copy this one, and the back end terms. So here we are in the workspace. So you or your VA or whoever it is who's doing your listings, just come in here, boom, we got this done. and they will know you would have they would have their standard operating procedures on how the listing is supposed to be for your brand's voice, and you guys will know the product best. So just like I said, if it's not a 10 piece or 6 piece, change it. If it's not a certain color, a certain material, go ahead and change that out. And if you need to change it to your brand's voice, go ahead and do that. So that's basically all you have to do. That's all what's left to do. Coming down to the bullets. So Amazon, you can have 500 characters in each bullet. It's recommended about 200, 250. So that's best practices there. And so we show you how many characters per bullet. So this is bullet 1 up here. So as you can see right here, if I'll start typing, it will. Oops, sorry about that. There we go. So you can see that the characters will start moving. And the same thing for bullet 2, bullet 3. Sorry, my phone went off. Bullet 4 and bullet 5. So you can see that you're not going to go over the 500 characters. And again, we do recommend, we show that here, Amazon recommends to use no more than 200 characters per bullet. It's roughly 200 to 250. But yeah, so we show the Amazon's recommendations there. And then we also show you the suggested keywords that are the SEO boosters, the most frequently used keywords within this space, this bamboo cooking space. So you can make sure, okay, set's not used. So maybe you want to add set. So that'll be used. And then in the bullets, it's okay to repeat some keywords, but the title, don't do that. So coming down, description, and same thing here. So you can make sure all of the most important keywords are being used. Of course, if they're relevant to your product, which most of the time they will be. And then the back-end terms are capped at 250 bytes. We do not go over 250 bytes. And like I just told you, because Amazon does not index if you put over 250 bytes in your back-end terms. And that is it pretty much. You can let us know how the listing is. Was it a 5-star? Was it a 1-star? This helps us get better. So if you didn't like the listing, just tell us. We'll fix it for you. And if you loved it, please tell us, because we want to know that we're doing great for you guys. You can save this listing so you can come back to it later. Oh, one more thing. And you can export this listing into the exact file you need to upload into Amazon. So if you export it, you can upload it that way as if you want. So the bullets will be separated in its own column. Search terms will be in its own column, title, the brand name. So just as Amazon asks you to upload the file, we go ahead and fill that for you once you export the listing, which is pretty cool. Or you can just go ahead and copy. You can click this to copy this, or you can just copy it like that and then bring it into your Seller Central account if you want. And yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. And yeah, let us know if you have any questions on this at all. But yeah, go ahead and let us know if you have any questions. You can also reach out to me at tommy@merchantwords.com or hello@merchantwords.com. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much.